A very good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing great. So, let me tell you about myself. My name is Vipin Yadav, and I welcome you to the session over here today. And now, let me now tell you today, we have something for you. So here we have our like quote. So here it says that whatever makes you uncomfortable, like usually whatever we are doing throughout the day, and we might be uncomfortable in that part. Okay, we might be throughout the day, but that only will be making your mind or overall body ready for whatever the part that you are going to go through after some time, definitely, for sure, whether it is exam or anything like other thing as well. So take it as a step towards, if you are getting uncomfortable, take it as a step only, and definitely be learning a lot of things from that as well. So by this code, so let us now start today's topic, that is ratio and proportion and the percentage. Today we are going to discuss some questions and that are both from ratio and proportion and percentage. So we'll discuss from different companies over here, and some questions, some mistakes also while doing the questions we might commit. So I'll also tell you some mistakes as well, so that you don't do that as well. So let us begin the first question over here. Now we have it. So here now you have 1 minute to go. Your time starts now. Okay, so let me. Okay, I haven't shared it. Give me a minute. Okay, so here is the question over here. So now let us start. Today's basically part over here. So basically ratio and proportion percentage part we have it. So this is the first question. Try. 1 minute to go. 20 seconds more. Okay, so let us begin solving this question over here. So the question says that an exam comprises of 80 questions carrying only 1 mark each. And now here we have the per ways answers, like 65% of the total. Basically we have how many? 40 questions. And now it is talking about per ways answers only 40 questions, 65% of the first 40 questions correctly. Now how much percent of the remaining 40 questions, because overall there are 80, 40 plus 40. So initial 40, 65% marks, that is basically per ways. Let me show you as well. Initially 65% out of initial 40 questions per ways have answered correctly. Now the how much percent of remaining 40 questions that he need to answer correctly to score 75% in the examination. So let us now see this question over here. How are we going to proceed in this part over here? So let me tell you that first of all, if the questions are 80, acha, and each carry 1 mark, so can I say over here now that total marks will be equals to 80 marks? Now, after this, now, if the total marks is 80 marks over here, now it is saying in the question that Parvez answered 65% of the first 40 questions. And if it is 40 questions, will it not be 40 marks only? Because one question carry 1 marks. Okay. So now if I write over here that how many basically Parvez answered correctly. So Parvez answered 65% of what? Only 40. Okay. So let us write over here only 40. So that will be, if I have the percentage now 65 by 100, like this we can write, and of means multiplication, just multiply, and 40 you can multiply like that over here. Further, let us cancel over here, 0 0 cancel over here, 5 times 2, 5 times 1 3, like that we are getting over here, 2 times 2 4. So 26 over here we are getting. Okay, Parvez basically answered 26 questions we can say over here, or for 20 marks he have got correctly. Now the second part, it says that how much percent of the remaining 40 questions. does he need to answer correctly to score 75%? He need to score how much? 75% marks out of 80 questions now. So that is why now we are going to calculate over here that like 75%. Okay. So now, like for calculating for the 75% of the like answers to be correctly, we need to find 75% of what? Total questions, that is 80. Great. So now if I write over here, like that will be what? It will be like 75. So 75 divided by 100 of means multiply and 80 over here. So 25 times of 3 is 75. 25 times of 4 is this, and 4 times of, yeah, so it will be 60. So 60 questions we can say, or 60 marks are required in order to what? In order to score basically 75% marks. Okay, so that is the part over here. We have it over here. And now further, now if I tell you that how many required marks over here, okay, let us consider it as marks only over here. This also marks. So how many extra, basically the required mark that we have need over here? Marks required extra by what? By whom? Basically Pervez only. Okay, so that will be like 60 minus like the marks that we have over here, 26. So it will be coming out to be what? It will be 34. And then now after 34, now he need to answer what? He need to answer 34 questions. Okay, so now if he need to answer like 34 questions correctly, or 34 marks out of what? The remaining 40. Okay, or if I say over here, like basically he need what, like out of what? Let me now see that over here. How much percent of the remaining 40? It is asking out of 40. Okay, so if it is asking out of 40 now, you have to take 40 in the denominator, and these are the marks which are required extra. So I'll write in the numerator, and then I'll multiply with 100 over here, and that will give us the final answer. 0 0 cancelled over here, and finally you can also solve it over here. You'll get 85% as the final part. So this is the B's answer that we are getting over here. I hope it is clear to everybody. Now let us now move to the next question, and this question is from the company that is Mindtree over here. So try everybody, 1 minute to go. Your time starts now. You can comment down the answer in the chat box as well. One minute you have. Twenty seconds. Okay, great. That you all tried. I appreciate everybody. Okay, Yash, like I was not able to like, yeah, see you basically the chat. 85% you are telling me the answer now. That is great. And short trick was this question. So basically, if I try to go by the short trick now, there is like we have to understand the overall basic part. Okay, if we try to basically solve it by the short trick every question now, so like definitely we can solve some of the questions. But let me tell you over here, in some of the question, trick might not work. Okay, trick might not work, and in that case, if we are trying to learn all of the tricks now, we might get stuck, because like if we are learning the stuck, the major part, the basic part we might be missing. If you follow the basic part now, every type of question can be solved by that. And if we basically try to go by every question by short trick, how many short tricks will you remember? So that is also the thing now. Like if we will encounter that, we'll definitely go to the see into that as well. Okay, yes, great. Now 1 year ago, what happened is like the ratio between Rahul salary and Rohit's salary over here, that is 3:2. We have it over here. Fine. So now 1 year ago, we are talking about 1 year ago. Finally, now we are 1 year ago. Okay. So now this is present over here. Now we are talking about 1 year ago. So that here we have something that is, okay, Rahul salary and Rohit's salary over here. So let us now write over here. That is Rahul we have first. Okay. Then we have what? Then we have Rohit as well. Now, so Rahul and Rohit have the what? The salary over here. The ratio of salaries. That is 3:2 we can say over here. Now, further, this is what? This is last year. Okay. This is last year data. Now, what does it say further? It says that the ratio between the individual salary of last year and current year. Acha, now, if I now write below, just below that, let us write over here the last year salary just below that and the present salary. Okay, so or current salary also we can say. Now let me tell you over here, now we are going to know, like yes, we are not going to take the LCM, we are going to like I'll tell you. Okay, just give me a minute, we'll see that over here now. And now here we have this last or the present over here we have, and the ratio of basically, yeah, ratio between the individual salary of last year and current year basically is 2:3 and 3:4. So basically it is talking about Rahul and Rohit. The ratios is 2:3 for the first person, Rahul. Okay, and now here we have the next we have Rohit. So Rohit over here, the ratio as 3:4 over here. Okay, this is the ratio now we have written. Now what are we going to do is we are going to take over here a common factor. We can take it over here. Let us take a, the common factor over here, like this we can take it over here. Further now if I talk about here also we can take, like, let us take next number as b, because the Rohit is having a different ratio now. So let us take b for that. Now if I talk about like the ratio of earlier, let us take it as x. Acha, let me tell you one thing, that here if you notice, let me show you. Okay, so if I show you that here this last year salary and this also last year salary. Okay, so both are last year salary, so definitely this part will be equals to like this part that we have written over here, the ratios that we have it over here. Definitely that is true. So if it is the case, we can compare this 2a with this 3x over here. We can compare them. And now let us compare over here. 3x equals to 2a. Now what I will do is, I will try to find the value of a from it. A I will find it. Why a I will find it? Because I need to put it into the present salary. Because in the answer, in the question, current salary it is asked. So we'll try to relate with the present salary. Okay. So now the a value I will be getting as 3x by 2. It will be like this. Further, now let us talk about the next part over here. We have the 3b. Now we have it. Okay. And 3b now we can relate with the Rohit salary, because we are talking about Rohit now. So now like that is the last salary of 3b, and 2x, these also we can compare. So now 3b equals to 2x we have. Let us now again solve for the b over here, 2x by 3. Now a and b value now we have got over here. What am I going to do now? I am going to put over here the value of this into these two over here. So what will it become? If I put a over here from this, if I put over here, it will be 3 times of 3x by 2. It will become like this. So it will be overall 9x by 2. Further, now here the b value if I put over here, in this case over here, what are we going to get over here? We will be like getting 4 times of like b, that is 2x by 3. 2x by 3 over here. So now let us solve it over here. It will be 8x by 3 we are getting. So these are the two values we are getting over here, that is 9x by 2 and 8x by 3. So that is the Rahul and the Rohit ratios we have basically for the present basically part we have calculated. The present salary of Rahul and Rohit we have calculated over here in the terms of x. And now in the question they are saying that if total current salary, okay, and all like already we have calculated the current salary. Now let us add and let us find the final answer. So now if I add these two, it will be what? It will be 9x by 2 plus 8x by 3 equals to 21500. Take the LCM over here, like it will be 6 over here, and 2 times 3 6. 3 times of 9 is 27x plus 3 times of 2 6, 16x. That will be like 21500 over here, and finally it will be 43 x upon 6 equals to 21500. So x will be what? It will be like 6 times of 21500 divided by 43 over here. If you solve it, the value of x you will be getting as 3000 over here. So that is the value of x we are getting. Now let me tell you over here, we have the salary we need for Rohit, and Rohit is having the salary of what? Let me show you over here. Rohit is having a salary of 2x, and if it is 2x, so just we need to find the 2x value. So 2x will be 2 times of 3000, that is 6000. We are getting the final answer. I hope it is clear to everybody. That is the part we have, and we have got the 6000. C is the correct option that we have got. I hope it is now clear to everybody. That is the part we have it. Further, okay, so that is the part. I hope it is now clear to everybody. Let us move to the next question. That is from the TCS company. Now we are comparing the length and breadth of a cuboid. Acha, how a cuboid? Let me give you a basic idea about this. So now the cuboid looks like this. You might have seen a box now, like this. The cuboid is of this shape. Now, like if I tell you about the length over here, okay, this is breadth, this part is breadth and height is over here like this. Okay, so now that is a part over here, and volume formula for the cuboid is length into breadth into height. Okay, if I consider like this, it will be like this. Try now, 1 minute to go. Yeah, Karthik, I'll tell you, give me a minute, just solve this question. 1 minute we have it, then I'll discuss about that also after discussing this question. Okay, yes, after this question we'll repeat it, definitely for sure. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Yeah, Tushar, definitely we can use that formula. Okay, so we'll see that over here. Now here the question is length and breadth of a height of a cuboid is over here. Okay, so let me tell you over here. Now here what how basically we are getting. Acha, length and breadth of a length, breadth and height of the cuboid is in the ratio 1 is to 3 is to 7. Now here if it is the case over here, now what I can do is now length, breadth and height, it is like 1 is to 3 is to 7 over here. Now the overall volume we have over here is 21 meter cube over here. Okay. Now length, breadth and height is given to us, that is 1 is to 3 is to 7. Now can I take the common factor as x over here? Yes, we can take it x. And now overall it will be what? It will be 11x. Okay, we'll see that. But now the length, breadth and height are 1x, 2x and 3x. Now can I now like find the volume which is like right now? Yes. So let us now apply the formula. Volume is equals to length into breadth into height over here. Just apply this formula. This is the ratio given to us. Okay. And now this ratio we converted into by multiplying with x. And now we can multiply x into 3x into 7x. So this is the complete like length, breadth, height we have taken over here, and that will be 21x cube we have got. Now further now here we have volume is 21x cube we have it. Okay, and now if it is the case, what I can say is the volume basically okay, let me again read the question so that you can also understand again. So the question is like length, breadth and height like it given over here, and the volume of the cuboid is 21 meter cube, and volume we have like 21x cube we have also calculated. If the length is doubled, breadth and height is halved, what is the change in the volume of the cuboid? That is we need over here. So now okay Tej, okay, we'll understand this part over here. Okay, the length, breadth and height of the cuboid is given over here. Okay, so if length, breadth and height of this cuboid is given, so you can see over here that this is the length, this is breadth and this is height. Now 1 is to 3 is to 7, that is the ratio. 1 is to 3 is to 7 was the ratio that was already given. Now the x is the common factor. Okay, x is the common factor. X is the common factor. We can multiply with all of them. Now we know the volume formula. So in LBH we have put these values for x, 3x and 7x we have put and calculated the volume of this particular cuboid. Now the second condition says that if the length is doubled. Okay, let us now do that everybody. Let us now double the length over here. So if it is like length is doubled, now here length is doubled, in that case length will be like 2 times of whatever it was earlier. If it is 1x, it will become it will be like this, 2 times of 1x. And if it is breadth over here, now let us see that what is it saying? Breadth is halved. So now earlier it was 3x, now it will become half. Okay, so it will be like 1.5x. Okay, and here it will be 2x. Now the height will also be halved. So now height is what? Like half of what? 7x. So now 7x we multiplied. So that is what? 3.5x we have got. Further, now let us now finally now we have got the length, breadth and height. Let us now calculate again the volume of this particular box, the cuboid. So now again length into breadth into height formula we can apply. And if I multiply all these numbers over here, it will be what? It will be 2 times of 2x times of 1.5x times of 3.5x. And then what I can say is like here we have the number will be, actually like 2 into 1.5 is 3, and then 3 into 3.5 is 10.5. So x will become x cube only. So this will be 10.5 x cube. Now, finally now we have over here the 10.5 x cube. Acha, earlier we have volume also calculated na 21 x cube. Acha, have we calculated the x value? No. Till now we haven't calculated the x value. So can I calculate? Yes. So now how can I calculate over here? Just whatever the volume given to us, 21 meter cube, you can put in place of volume 21. Okay. From this we can like compare, and finally what are we going to get over here? Let us see over here. It will be x cube equals to 21 by 21. So x cube equals to 1. So x will also be coming out to be 1 as the final answer. And if x is 1, now can we put over here? Yes. So 10.5 1 cube will be the final volume. Okay. This is the final volume, we have it. Now this is the final volume. This was the initial volume, we can say over here. Now we need what is the change in volume, okay, of the cuboid in percentage. Answer is asking in percentage. So now percentage change over here. Okay. So usually we write like final minus initial. Okay. Final minus initial. 10.5 minus initially, that was how much? 21. Earlier it was 20 na, 21 na, like it was given already in the question. Divide final minus initial upon initial, we always write. Initial was 21 only, and then multiply by 100. This is the formula, we have it. So now if I solve it over here, it will be 10.5 upon 21 times of 100 over here, and you will calculate over here. This is 2 times, and it will be 50% is the answer. So if you see now, this answer is coming out to be 10.5 minus 21 is negative. And if it is negative now, the decrease, it is happening a decrease of 50% over here. I hope you all got this part over here, that definitely Tushar, we have used the percentage decrease formula and we have applied this. Okay, so that is the part we have it. I hope everybody is clear with this part. And now let us see the previous question. Acha, in this question, let me tell you over here, like definitely the current salary was given to us over here. So basically I modified this question a little bit, and the answer basically I have to match was basically the 6,000 only, but earlier it was written as like only salary to confuse us. Okay. So like now if I want to write the current salary, which is the present salary, definitely we will be like calculating this part 8x by 3. But now, as basically suppose if it is given as like what, the only salary is written over here, because like earlier it was written, I modified it and it was like salary only written earlier, and if it is asking about the salary, in that case the answer was like only 6,000. Okay. So like I solved it like considering the only salary part, that is the part I basically considered. But now you can see that over here we have got the value of 6,000 like that. And if you want the present salary, yes, definitely for that you have to calculate for Rohit, you have to calculate this 4B part over here. Definitely you have to consider this. Okay. So that is the part. Now let us now move ahead and let us see the next question that we have it over here. The next part. In a certain school, 20% of the students are below 8 years of the age. Try this question. I'm giving you 1 minute to answer this question, and here's 1 minute to go. 20 seconds to go. Okay, the time is up. Okay, like yes, basically I forget to like consider the previous question again. So definitely I'll be explaining after this question. Okay, so I basically missed it. It's completely fine. We'll discuss after this question. Okay, now let us see over here. Now here basically we have the question as in a certain school, 20% of the school students are below 8 years of age. Okay, below 8 years. Acha, this is a question we might do some mistake. What mistake we can do? Let me tell you, everybody. While framing the equation now, we might do a mistake, and we have to consider over here three different cases we have it. The question says that 20% of the students are below 8 years of age. Fine. And now if 20% are like less than 20, and further let us read what does it say. It says that number of students above 8 years is 2/3 of the number of students of 8 years of age. That is a condition given to us. And it is saying that is 48. So what is this 48? We'll see that. Okay. So that is a confusing part a little bit of as well, but we'll clear it. What is the total number of students that we have in the complete school? We'll also see that as well. So let us now see that over here. Okay, yes, that you find it out the final answer. That is D part. That is 100. Great. Now, let us see over here in a certain school, 20% of the school students are below 8 years. So can I now consider the number of students in the school as X? Let the number of students be X over here. So let us write over here X. Now further now if I talk about the number of students above 8 years of age. Achha, let me tell you, we have below 8 years of age, that is 20% in number. So definitely greater than will be what? More than, definitely more than that only. So now greater than 8 year will be greater than equals to, okay? Exactly, that is the word we should be using. So now that will be 80% of what? X. That will be greater than the number of students greater than 8 years of age, okay? Or equals to also. Greater than equals to will be 100 minus 20. That will be 80%, okay? So now 80% of X, that will be the greater than equals to, like that. Now here it is saying that the condition says number of students above 8 years. That is 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Number of students above 8 years is 2/3 of the number of students of 8 years of age. Do we know the number of students of 8 years of age? Yes, which is 48. That is only the 48 number. We have to use it over here. Okay, so the number of students of like 8 years of age, basically like further like we are considering above 8 years of age. That part is given. Okay, because comparison is done basically number of students of above 8 years of age. That is basically 48 exactly. We have it over here. Like number of students of 8 years of age. That is like 48 over here. And therefore we are multiplying with 2/3 because condition is like that. But let me tell you over here, you might write like this only, but this is not the correct part. Anything else do we have to do over here? Yes. What? We should be adding 48 as well to it. Why? Because we have to consider greater than equals to 80%. Because this 20% was less than, and greater than and equals to is 80%. So 80% if we are considering now, we have to consider which is equals to 8 years of age, and this one is for the greater than 8 years of age. So I hope now you all got that. Like in this way you have to apply this complete part. It is an easy question, definitely, for sure we can see that, but the problem is that we might commit some mistake. So let us now solve it, and now here it will be like 80 by 100 of means multiply, that is X, and then 2, it will be 3 times of 1, 6, that will be 32 plus 48 over here. And now here that will be like 70, 80 over here, and 0, 0, okay, 1, 0, 1, 0, and then 8 by 10. So X will be like over here 8 by 10, like that we can write. X will be 80 times of 10 by 8 over here, and it will be coming out to be here it will be 100 over here, the part. So X is what we are getting, 100 over here. That was, we assumed the number of students as X9 initially, so that's why the D is the answer. I appreciate, yes, that is correct. The D is the answer we are getting over here. Great. So that is about this part over here. And now, like quickly, let us now go through this question as Yash was asking for. So now here, the 1 year ago, the ratio between the Rahul salary and the Rohit salary is 3:2. Okay. So let me tell you over here, everybody. Now let us focus. 1 year ago, the ratio between Rahul and Rohit salary is 3:2. So X is the common factor that we have taken over here. X over here, X over here. Now the ratio between their individual salary. Okay. Last year and current year. So last year and present year, we can say. Okay. So now we take it over here like this. And then the ratio is 2:3 and 2:3. Like over here we have it. 2:3. Further, 3:4, 3:4 we have taken. Achha, now Rahul salary is basically, Rahul is having a ratio of 2:3. So the common factor should be same. A, common factor same we have taken. For Rohit, common factor B only we have taken, which is same. And for last year also, the common factor is X we have taken. Achha, now if I talk about last year, so this last year and this last year, it is same now. this last year is 2x is to 3x, 3x is to 2x, and for again last year 2a is to 3b. That is also same. So 3x and 2a we can compare. 3x and 2a we compared and calculated the a value. Then we compared the Rohit basically salary over here 3b with 2x because these are same. That is why we compared over here now. And finally we calculated the b value. Where are we going to use this A and B part? We are going to use this A and B part in the present salary of both of them, 3A and 4B. We put the value of A over here, got this. We put the value of B over here, we got this. And now both of these present salary we have got. Now add them. Why am I adding? We are adding over here like because here the total current salary is 21,500. So we added and 21,500 we have got the final answer. And now we calculated and finally the x value is 3000 and in the question that find the salary of Rohit. Now it is giving a confusing statement, okay? As per the question, it was saying about the like only salary. So you have to calculate whatever the initial salary, whatever we have it now, 2x, because we are initially considering only 2x and 3x, okay? And this A and B also depended upon x only. So we have to consider 2x over here, that is 36,000 is the answer. I hope Yash now it is clear to you as well. Great. Now let us see the next question over here. Again 1 minute to go. Your time starts now. 2 vessels. This is a question from the mind tree. Try everybody and tell me. Okay, Yash. Fifteen seconds to go. Okay, great. So all of you tried your level best. I appreciate that. And those who got now, you can comment down, okay, if you are getting the answers. Now let us see over here. Everybody, 2 vessels are full of milk with water. Milk and water ratio is given. 1:3. So first of all, whatever it is given, try to write. Milk and water ratio is given as 1:3. Now here the 3:5 is also the ratio given. Milk is to water. That is 3:5. So 2 vessels we have it. The first vessel and the second vessel over here. Now, if both are mixed, okay, we mixing it over here. After mixing, the ratio became 3:2. Okay, again the milk and water ratio becomes what? That is 3:2 it became. Now, what is the ratio? What is the ratio in which milk and water in the new mixture we have it over here? So for that, now what are we going to do over here? So we know over here the 3:2 is the ratio in which we mixed it. And now we need to find the ratio of the milk and the water in the new mixture. Sorry, by mistake I've written. The ratio in which we are mixing now, that is given. By mistake I've written over here. So again I read it over here. Now, so the question is like this. We are mixing these two in the ratio 3:2 and we need to find this milk and water in the new mixture. How can I calculate this part over here? I will be now calculating the milk separately for vessel A, milk for vessel 2, like that we will proceed over here. Now let us see over here. First, now milk in basically the first vessel over here, if I consider, what will be that? That will be 1 part out of total 4 parts. 1 part out of total 4 parts. Then after that, what are we going to get over here? 3:2 are the 2 vessels, verse and right. 3:2. No, both are mixed in the ratio. Suppose if I tell you now over here, if I tell you that we have suppose 10 liters of water and 10 liters of juice, and we need to mix in the ratio 3:2. It means that we will be taking this 3 times, we will be taking this part 2 times, and then we will be mixing it. That is the meaning over here, like we have. Okay, so let us now proceed further and let us try to see that over here what we have. So now the question was basically like this, and now what are we finding is we are finding only the milk proportion. Okay, so 1 part out of total 4 part. So it will be 1/4 is the fraction of the milk. Now if I find for the second vessel also the milk, what will be that? It will be 3 part out of total 8 parts. 3 plus 2, total part is 8. So 3 by 8 we can say over here. Now further, now if I talk about the water over here in the first case, so water will be what? It will be 3 parts out of total, that is 4. So 3 parts out of total 4 over here, we have it. Then further now if I talk about again the water over here, we have, that is, acha, water is over here is what? Like we have, yeah, here 5. 5 out of total, that is 8. 5 by 8 over here, the fraction we have got. Now after this, if I say like this, milk, water, like this, we have the overall different quantities we have got over here. Fractional part. Then now, if I try to basically find the ratio, basically we need to find over here, okay? We need to find the ratio of the final part using the proportion that is given over here. Like in this ratio, we have to mix. So first, I will try to find the milk that will be present in the final part. How can I find over here? Let us now see that over here. So if I try to basically do this 3 part of this milk we should be considering. Okay. So 3 part of what? The 3 part of this 1 by 4 I will be taking over here. I hope you all are getting this point over here. 3 parts out of like 1 by 4 we are taking over here. And again, now we are mixing. Now the second, try to observe over here. Now the 2, basically we have to take from the second vessel, which is 2 is the proportion, and now we have to take the milk. So now this I'll be multiplying with the 2 over here. 2 times of 3 by 8 I will be multiplying. This is the proportion of milk we will be getting in the final mixture. Now let us calculate for water also. Now 3 is the proportion we have for what? The water in the first case. That is, again we have 3. So fraction is 3 by 8 only. So we'll use like this part over here. So now that will be 3 into 3 by 8 over here. Then now there's 2 parts are like basically of what? The water in the second case over here. Here. So now I'll be writing over here 2 times of 5 by 8. Now let us further simplify it. So it will be like 2 times 4 and here also 4. So it will be 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 over here. It will be 3 by 2 finally. And here if I see that over here, it will be 9 by 8 and 5 by 4 over here. So it will be, if I add it over here, it will be what? It will be like 8 over here, 8 times 1, yeah, 8 only. 9 plus 2, 10 over here. So it will be 19 by 8 we are getting over here. Okay. So I hope you all are getting this point over here that we have got over here like this. Now further now if I talk you about, like we have to take water now. So water we have to consider over here. 3 by 4 we have to write. By mistake we have written 3 by 8. Let us correct it. Yeah, it is 4 over here. So here also it should be 4. Fine. So now here we have 4 and here also it should be 4. So LCM will be like 4 only and it will be 14 overall we are getting the part. So here it will be 14. Let us correct it a little bit. Yeah. So here that is basically the final part we are getting over here. That is what? 9 plus 5, that is 14 by 4 we are getting. Now we need the milk and water ratio now. So let us now divide them. If I divide milk and water, it will be what? 3 by 2 is the first ratio over here we have. Further, now if I talk about 14 by 4, let us also do 14 by 4 as well. Now if you solve it now, this 4 will come at the top. It will be 4 times of 3 divided by this 2 times of 14 over here. 2 times of 14. So now 2 times 2 is 4 and 2 times 7 is 14. 3 by 7. 3 to 7 is the answer that we have got over here. That is B is the correct answer. Okay. I hope it is now clear to everybody. That is the part we discussed. Next question. Try everyone. 1 minute to go. Yeah, definitely. So yesterday also we discussed, Yash, one question. Okay, I'll tell you. First try this question. 25 seconds to go. Okay, the time is up. All of you tried your level best. I appreciate everybody. Now let me tell you over here. So definitely, like yes, you were saying about that. Like yeah, this particular way, definitely we are playing with the ratios only now. And basically any kind of question come like that now, we can try to apply this kind of approach. Okay, so Now let us move to the next question over here. And now in a question, previous day also, like we discussed the similar kind of question using this approach only. So you can see that as well. Now in an election, two candidates participate in which like winner gets 60% of the total votes. Okay, and he wins election by 2000 number of votes. Find the total number of votes in the complete election that we have it over here. So now total number of votes we need. Okay, let me explain once again if you are not clear with this part. Two candidates participated. Okay, and winner gets 60% of the total votes, and the one who wins have won by 2000 votes. Total votes we need to find, but we don't know what is the exactly total number of votes. So that's why we are going to assume over here the total votes as 100. Okay, so now if I take it over here as 100, now it is saying that winner gets how much? It is like 60% of the total. Nah? So that is like winner gets over here, that is 60% of like 100 over here. Okay, so if you basically know directly now, if you basically are very much clear with this percentage part, you can directly write 100, like directly you can write 60, because winner is getting 60 only. Okay, Yash, we'll see your answer. Now 60 by 100 over here multiplied with like 100, 0, 0 cancel again, 60 only. So like that we have for winner. 60 votes he got. Now let us now talk about the loser, like who lose. Basically he got how much out of 160 watt by basically he won. So now for, like 100 minus 60 we can say that is 40 votes he lose by 40 votes. Basically 40 votes are got by the person who lose. Now secondly, now in the question it is saying that the difference, he wins by what? He wins by 2000 votes. Okay, so can I now subtract the winner minus loser votes, total votes? Okay, so difference if I take it over here, that will be 60 minus 40, that is 20. So that is the difference, and this difference if I compare with the difference given over here 2000, you can see that a number is missing over here. What is the number missing over here? 100. And if 100 is missing, if I multiply with 100, will I be getting 2000? Yes, for sure we will be getting. And if it is the case over here, the for total number of votes, if I need, earlier I assumed as 100, so the again for total votes also we have to multiply like 100 by again this same number we have to multiply 100, and I'll get over here 10,000 as the final answer. Correct, Tushar, that is correct. We'll be multiplying with 100 only. Great. And Yash also gave the correct answer. Great. And rest of the people, I hope it is clear to everybody as well. Now here we have the next question waiting for all of us. So now let us start with our next part. Here we have the question from the TCS company, and your time starts now over here. So speed equals to distance upon time is the formula. You can use it over here. And the kilometer per hour to meter per second is 5 by 18 you have to multiply. 1 minute to go. $20 seconds to go. 'Okay, the time is up. You all tried your level best. I appreciate everybody. Okay, yes. Okay, you can watch the recording as well. That is completely fine. Now, let us see this over here. Like, we have a Raj, basically, who drives slowly. He's just learned, like, driving recently. And now he is basically, like, around a rectangular park, he is driving his vehicle. Okay, suppose he basically have got a good package, and definitely like after collecting or basically stock market from, like he might have purchased a sports car, and now he is basically just like learning from the sports car. Like, isn't it interesting? Now the Raj is basically having over here like the perimeter of the rectangle part as 24 km per hour. Acha. Now it completes one full round in 4 minutes over here. Okay, now the speed of basically Raj is over here is what? 24 km per hour. Now the time is also given over here. That is how much time is he taking? 4 minutes is the time he is taking over here. Now here, if it is the time over here, like 4 minutes over here, what will I be doing over here? Now, I will be converting this 24 into meter per second. Why? Because in the answer, the question is demanding that we should be answering in meter. So we should be converting this 24 multiplied with 5 by 18 over here. Okay, so 2 times 9 over here, 2 times 12 over here, again 3 times 3, 4, and that will be 20 by 3. We will be getting meter per second. Great, yes, that you tried. Now, next we have over here the time. If I see over here, in seconds I need to find over here, okay? Because now here the speed is in second now, meter per second. So now let us convert 4 times of 60. In 1 minute we have 60 seconds. If in 1 minute we have 60, so in 4 minutes we'll be having 4 times of 60. That is 240 seconds we have it over here. Now the speed is equals to distance upon time is the formula we have it over here. So what I'll do is now let us now consider over here that will be speed is 20 by 3. Now the distance we need to find over here divided by what? That is time, and time is 240 over here. 240. Now take it on the other side. It will be like the distance will be 220 upon 3 times of 240 over here. So 3 times 8 is 24 like this. We are getting 1800 is the distance we are getting in meters. Okay. Now that is the distance overall now. He is basically like this complete distance he covered in 240 seconds. This much distance. Okay. And now let me tell you over here, those who don't know about the perimeter, perimeter is just the boundary length of this rectangle, boundary length. And now let me also tell you the formula for perimeter. The perimeter is given by the formula 2 times of length plus breadth. Okay, 2 times of length plus breadth, we can say it like this. And now there is a ratio also given in the question that the ratio of length to breadth is 3:2. What are its dimensions? Length and breadth is given over here. So now if length and breadth is given in the ratio, that is 3:2. So can I take it as 3x and 2x common factor by multiplying with it like x we can consider over here the common factor, and we can consider like that. Now the length over here is 3x and the b is 2x over here, and further now if I solve it, it will be 2 times of 5x over here. That is what? 10x. So now this is the perimeter 10x we have got over here. Okay. So now the 10x is the perimeter. Now like perimeter is only equals to the distance only. So now let us do this part over here. So now here let us. Okay, so here basically we have the part that is distance we have got 1800. Now this distance is equals to the perimeter of this rectangular part, that is 10x. Okay, so let us now compare it over here. That will equals to 10x over here, and x is equals to 1800 divided by 10 over here. So 0 0 cancelled over here like this we have got. So x is what? 180 we have got. Now further in the question, we need over here the dimensions only, length and breadth, and length and breadth are in the ratio 3:2. So now if they are in the ratio 3:2 or 3x is to 4x, we earlier assumed 2x we assumed. So now x we have to multiply. 3 times of 180 we can write over here, and 2 times of 180 we can write over here, and it will be like yeah. So it will be like this 540 over here, and like here we have it, and yeah 360. So this is basically the final answer that we are getting over here. Okay, so I basically forget to change the options over here. So kindly manage over here. So I appreciate that you all tried, but that will be the part over here. Okay, so now I hope it is now clear to everybody. Try next part over here. This is 480 meter and 380 meter. Like that is the final answer. Okay, so now try everybody the next question and tell me the answer of this question. And I appreciate, yes, that you tried other like students as well. Yeah, everybody. Okay, so let us see over here. What 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, we done this mistake over here, I guess. Yeah. So I think we have done some mistake over here. It is. Thank you for telling me. So 2 times 8 is 16. Some silly mistakes we might also do it. So it's fine. Okay, let us correct it over here. That is 180. Okay. So here what I will be getting, that 160 over here I will be getting 1600, and it will be what? It will be, yeah. So 1600 over here, then 1600 over here, that will be 180. And if it is okay, so 160 over here, and then 160. Now we can multiply over here. Now we are getting 480 times of 320 over here. Fine. So that will be like, finally we are getting what? We are getting, let us now do that. and here we are getting 1 times so 3 times of 160, 480, and here also 360 over here. So now basically 320 over here. So now we are matching with the B option over here. Okay, great. Now tell me basically the second part, third part answer over here, everybody. It's fine, Yash. It's fine. Yes, Tushar. We have to remember that. We have to remember because in TCS usually the questions are based on geometrical shapes only, mostly. 30 to 40% you can say. Yeah. Acha, in this case, let me tell you the formula. 2 pi r h is the formula for cylinder. Okay. The curved surface area. Yeah, I understand. Yes. Yeah, it is. A little bit effort we have to take. So, yeah, we'll look into that as well. We'll take a question based on that as well. Okay, so now let us see over here this question. The ratio of radii of the two right cylinders over here. So suppose this is a cylinder over here we have, and now we can consider the height over here as h over here. And further now, if I talk about the ratio of the radii of the two circular cylinders is 6:7. So radii now we have it now. So r1 upon r2 we can say over here 6:7. Now the heights are in the ratio h1 by h2 over here, that is 5:9. Now the ratio of the respective curved surface area we need to find. Now curved surface area formula is given by the formula like 2 pi RH. Now what I can do is we need to divide. We have two right circular cylinders. Okay. So if we have two right circular cylinder, this is H1. This we can assume H2. This is R1. This we can consider R2. And now if it is like this, so curved surface area 1. In this case, the R1 S1. Curved surface area 2. That will be 2 pi R2 H2 over here. Finally, now we can divide them. So now the CSA upon CSA1 upon CSA2, now finally we can just cancel it. Okay. So that is a part 2 pi R2 into H2 over here. This can be cancelled easily. And now we are getting what? R1 upon R2 multiply with H1 upon H2. And now if I see that over here, just put into this. And if I put, let us see over here directly, it will be, yeah, 6 by 7 multiplied with 5 by 9. Okay, 5 times 6, 30 over here. 6, 7 times 9 is 63 over here. So that is basically the final answer that we are getting over here. 30. And now let us cancel also. 3 times 10, 3 times 21. So 10:21 is the answer. That is D is the option that is matching over here. And I hope everybody is clear with this part. If any doubts you have it, just raise your hand or just you can basically comment down into the chat box. Yeah. So earlier, like students, I used to like ask for raising the hand, so that's why I told you it's completely fine. Okay, so now that was the overall part that we discussed. So that is the overall for the today, and I hope like you all understood every part. We will be meeting in the next session. So goodbye, everybody. Have a great day ahead.